Alright, hello again ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Wynn in Crusader Kings 2. We're still playing as Thumpo Wynn Dud of Nagchu. And this is our first character right now. And as you can see, he had a lot of sins. All of these red icons here, apart from stressed, is a sin classically ascribed. He is gluttonous, proud, lustful, greedy, and wrath. That's 5 of them. I just need 2 more. Although, one of them will get rid of diligent, and no, I don't want slothful. Slothful is awful. Anyway, my marshal has initiated a mass recruitment drive in Yimya. Excellent, that's good. Oh, and this is the monument that the dude talked to me about. The monument promised to me by Sepang Gyala is finished. Upon unveiling, a statue of myself is revealed, and I notice the crowd smiling and giving me a round of applause. I have no words. This is truly beautiful. I now have over 1,000 prestige. Excellent. Alright. So, I'm going to go ahead and slow the game down while I talk about this. So, Simon, he is one of the original characters that one of my players had made. The Finnish person who I mentioned briefly earlier. The same person who made Chio, actually. I didn't realize I named 2 characters after him already. Yeah, sure, let's get a safe peasant and productive peasant. Prosperity rises. We should also build a hospital, but I want to build a temple first. Simon, he's a rogue, and he is a thief. No, he's not. He's an arcane trickster, sorry. He was a slave that was taken from the northwestern part of my continent of Aga. Remember, Aga is the size of the United Kingdom. Roughly. And he was taken down to the southeastern portion of Aga. He came from the city of Argasath, which is the city of angels. There's a desert up there in the top right corner. Basically, really scorched earth. The sun shines a little bit too brightly on that place. But what else? He was taken down to a place called Baal, because he was caught by slavers in Argasath, and he was sold on the black market to a tiefling lord by the name of Bahut. B-A-H-U-T. Think of the platinum dragon Bahamut, who is an established figure in D&D lore. But he's not related to him. Bahut, he has a desire to make Baal, which is actually a very cutthroat city. It's probably also known as the City of Thieves. Why do I care about this dude? He was probably the former Basilius because he has a strong claim on it. Do you have threat? You have threat. Yeah, that's what happened. I don't know why I'm getting this message anyway. This guy used to be the Basilius of the Byzantine Empire over here, but he lost it and the defensive pact against them disbanded. You can go ahead and click defensive pact here. Nobody is in the defensive pact? Weird. There's a Muslim defensive pact. Oh, okay, you're in the defensive pact, and you guys are as well. Anyway, back to Simon. Simon is, I was talking about Bahut, actually. Bahut, wanted to make, Baal a good place. But in order to make Baal a good place, it's known as the City of Thieves. There are, off the top of my head, there are at least 3 thieves guild that operates in the city of Baal. But yeah, Bahut wanted to clear the place up, but in order to clear the place up and gain power there, he needed to play by their underhanded rules, which includes slavery, extortion, embezzlement, what else? Murder, of course, murder. Murder is technically legal in Baal. There's a huge fine for it, but depending on the social class of the one murdered, there's a huge fine for it. But it's, like, I think the cheapest, if you murder a commoner, it goes to, like, what, 15,000 gold? That's required to pay for it? That's a lot. And if you murder someone important, it can easily go up to, like, 75,000. But anyway, that's beside the point. He plays by the rules of Baal, if you will. But he got chased out of Baal, Bahut did, by a outside force, and he basically told his slaves, of which included Simon, and of which he treated really well, this is one other thing I want to point out. He basically became their foster father. There were three of them. There was Simon, Abigail, and Jacob. You can probably tell the biblical references there. All of those names are quite biblical. He, my Finnish friend here, has something for having biblical names. I think Chio is probably the only one that isn't a biblical name, but all of his other characters, I swear, have biblical names. Anyway, Bahoot gets chased out of Bale. He told Simon to go to a place called Helmand, where the campaign started, to find people to help him find this thing called Mistral's apparatus. And this campaign, I think it's been going on for 2 years or so. Oh yeah, I should definitely get my... She's 61 years old now, this court physician. Yeah, let's make her my spy master. She's going to be amazing. She's just going to spy through those little eye holes. Let's send you to study technology. Where do I want you to study tech? Go to my neighbor, actually. Yeah, study tech over here. It actually has more technology here. You can tell by this. Military, economic, and cultural advancements. This has 5 while I have 4 here. Can I can probably upgrade something here, but I don't really care just yet. I'll get military organization up. Shipbuilding. I don't think we're going to need ships where we are. Might be Locknor, but no ships can actually enter here. Anyway, Simon, he's had so many notable moments. Let's see. There was one when they were outside of a... they just came across the mountain. They arrived in this place called Mountain City, which is actually a misnomer. The people to the south, the civilization where they came from down in Helmand, the common folk there call it Mountain City because they've heard the stories that there is a massive city atop these mountains. But what it actually is, it's a series of 3 plateaus, of which there is a rather large tribe that have gathered underneath the base of the mountain called Mount Infinity, which is actually now where the immortal dragon resides, the immortal dragon from Landshatter. Simon, they went there to visit a seer who lived in the mountains, to help an NPC that was following them. She was a seer, could tell the future basically. And when they came down from the mountains, their horses had started to run about. You can't take a horse up a mountain, right? So Simon, using all of his class features, was able to outrun the horse twice over at full gallop, which is ridiculously insane. He's a Blade Song guy, and he's a rogue, so he has a bonus action dash, which means he can run a lot of feet in a short amount of time. So he ran up, caught up to this galloping horse that was trying to escape. I think, did he corral the other horse? Yeah, I think he managed to frighten the other horse. There were 2 of them. He grabbed onto one horse, managed to make it stop, and then ran after the other horse, who was still galloping around. My favourite subject does not interest me anymore, and I can't speak about it with the same zeal as before. I was boring before. I lose the zealous trait. Alright. Well, he goes up and he chases this other horse around the plains here. This was actually on one of the plateaus. He goes ahead and he chases it into this other party member by the name of Edward, who we're probably going to name our next son after now. I hope he has a brother. Anyway, we're going to chase... he chased the horse into Edward, who is a massive fighter, right? Massive fighter, huge sword, very much a powerful build. Also pretty tall. I think he was like 6 feet something? 6 feet 4, 5? Something like that? Oh, what do we want Akihiro to be? Oh, we definitely want him to have a struggle life. Absolutely. You did not impress this dude. He hates me more. Yeah, doesn't matter. He chases this horse into Edward. Edward notices the horse chasing him, and he gets into position. As the horse runs towards him, we're minting more metals for profits. Oh yeah, absolutely. Always take that option. It is always worth it. I love it. The horse comes rampaging straight towards him. He stands firm, gets his arms out in front of him, and as the horse runs by, he angles himself so that he clotheslines the horse. He makes a fantastic strength check, and he manages to tip the horse onto its hind legs and onto its back. Oh man, there was also another time when Simon they were in bail at this time, and they were at a friend of Simon's. He was a contact, a little very ancient halfling builder. No, not builder. Hold on, let me read this. The buildings High Chiefess Zazu was looking to reinforce should be torn down and replaced with sturdier houses and watchtowers. But Zazu was insistent something could be done about them. I told her my honest opinions about the building. Nothing can be done. Tear them apart before they fall apart. Yeah. He was infiltrated, or not infiltrating. He was at this halfling shop, and the halfling, when he was still operating in Bale, when Simon and Bahout were still operating in Bale, this halfling would give them supplies, and actually rather exotic supplies. Simon actually has a glove that acts as his arcane focus to channel spells, but it's not actually an arcane focus, it's actually a modified component pouch. Just the other day, skulking as I often do, I caught Brusha Zutzi of Rutog and my courtier Bomso and Flagrant. Lost in passion, they did not notice me, but I am still in shock. Oh no. I smell profit. I'm blackmailing this girl. Oh, she's shy. Oh, and it's this dude, huh? You actually own the county over there. To the cruel brute dud. Here, take my money. If you do not keep quiet, I will do things to you that cannot even begin to imagine. That you cannot even begin to imagine. I gain 3.6 gold. Great. Thank you. Thank you for your solid investment into the bank of me. I very much appreciate that. Oh, we can search for a guru and a smith. Let's not search for a smith right now. I want to save my money for now. But definitely a guru. He sent a message out in all directions. The mission is to try and find a wise guru and convince him to join my court. I hope they find someone. We can go ahead and do syncretize with Eastern religions. Costs 50 karma. Let's not do that right now. Can't compose a book. Can't do anything else of interest. Falsely confess faith. I don't want to do that. And hey, we lose the stress trait. Excellent. It only took, what, like 7 years of our life? I think that's about right. Yeah, this halfling shop, it was assaulted, or not assaulted. It was infiltrated by who were they? They were. Ah, yes, I remember who they were now. They were working for the antagonist of the area. I don't want to get into too many spoilers here, because there's a good chance that people in my D&D campaign actually come here and watch this, although I don't know why they would come to a Crusader Kings 2 game looking for D&D stuff. We found a guru. Fuchin. Excellent, he has pretty high stats, and he's also quick. Great. You are going to be my new chief diviner. And you're going to go ahead and research cultural tech for me in my capital. Oh, we should also set our crown focus. We can't? Why can't we do this? We have to be either Merchant Republic or Republic? Oh no, one of the following must be true. We don't have good enough realm size. We need 35 realm size, we have 18, which is noted up here. Alright. Yeah, the antagonist sent a doppelganger in to try and trick information out of Simon, and what they did was this doppelganger and his crew abducted the old halfling man who lived there and helped Simon out all the time. Yeah, have some money, improve medicine for me. So the party goes in. Simon wasn't there. Simon was in the other half of the party. They like to split the party up, which sounds like a really bad idea, but actually isn't. You want me to help vote for you in a council? Ooh, I'd rather get a favor from the king of Goog over here. Absolutely. Can I become your vassal? Transfer vassalage. Can I transfer me? I want to transfer me. No, I can't do that. Alright. Surgical books I bought Yun Same, my spy master and court physician. Were old, brittle, and dull. Apparently she performed surgery yesterday which ended badly due to a faulty tool. Ugh. Absolutely useless. I paid for your supplies and yet they're useless. Do you even know what you're doing, you senile old woman? Now take a look at you. You're still disfigured. Don't know why your face is going to grow back ever. Take a look at some of the societies. We can't join any societies right now. Probably because of a pagan. That's fine though. So, I believe it was Edward and a few other people go into this place. Go back into the shop during the evening to pick up some things. There were a few subtle hints to let them know that the shopkeeper wasn't actually who they thought he was. The shopkeeper, very old, actually suffers from Alzheimer's, so he constantly forgets things. But this shopkeeper immediately, or this doppelganger immediately knew the names of the people as they entered. So that trips alarm 1. Oh, it looked like my friend Zhong Huang Tridem of Nagchu had died. He made me promise that I would bury him properly, and I keep my promises. I walked beside his coffin to his last rest, and the wailing of the mourners was almost more than I could bear. He died too young. He will never be forgotten, my old friend. While as Maltafide, I should help his widow. Absolutely. Let's do it. You know what? Let's actually take her as a concubine now. No? It's my child, really. I want to invite you to my court. No? False religion. Damn it. My wife is pregnant again. Damn it! Ugh. Everything's going so badly. Let's get you as my chief divine. No? Who did I appoint you as? Mynheer? Alright, sure. Which province here give me the most money? Oh, this one actually. What I was looking for here is these yellow numbers here. The highest one, you click on that, takes you to a province. And this is the province that it took me to. Since I have 2 holdings here, they both show up. So if I place my dude here to collect, my near here to collect taxes, it'll increase the taxes of both these places. So I believe it's increased it from 11 or 10 to 14, which is pretty good. And this is why I want more holdings here. If I can get a temple holding here, that'll be great. But I'm still like 200 coins away. Anyway, do I even have time to finish this tangent? I hope so. But yeah, Edward and these other people go and get something. There were other assassins hiding in plain sight, having painted their bodies and pressed themselves up against the wall and whatnot. And as they realize that Simon's not there, they still think might as well go ahead and kill these dudes, right? So they lock the door behind him, and they go ahead and get the drop on him. Some of the party members teleport out using Misty Step, and leaving some still left in there, I believe. No, did they all teleport out? I think they all teleported out somehow. How did they all teleport out? I can't remember. I know some people teleported out. But the important part is, there are some people still there, were there? No. No, okay. Simon was on the outside. He was stealthed. I don't know why he was stealthed now. Oh man. Sorry, that was my cat if you heard that. I can't remember all the details of the story, so I'll skip right to the juicy part. Simon infiltrated this guy's home because it was infiltrated by assassins and whatnot. So he wanted to make sure the family there was safe. The halfling man and his remarkably younger wife, even though she was still pretty old. The assassins and thugs were running around. They knew Simon was about, even though he was invisible. He has a ring of invisibility, which I love having given him, by the way. They go around, realize that somebody's stealthing around, so they go ahead and do what any good thugs do. They go ahead and they threaten the life of the innocent, right? I believe the event took place in the attic. Yeah. And then when the doppelganger came around, the one who was impersonating the halfling shopkeep, he basically thought that he could take on Simon. And now I say he thought he could have taken on Simon. He probably could have if it was a straight-up fight. But Simon, at this point, managed to hide in the bathroom with an open window behind him in the first floor hallway, which is the floor above ground floor for you American fellows. I'm from the UK, so we actually say things right for once over here. Anyway, getting off topic here. The doppelganger walks on by this open door that Simon's hiding behind in the bathroom. Ooh, I need to name this child. Doppelganger walks on by, starts taunting him. Simon, realizing that all the enemies are closing in on him, gets really paranoid here, and really, not paranoid, that's the wrong word. What's the word? Really on edge about this. If they catch him, he's going to be outnumbered, and he's probably going to take a lot of damage. He could still probably escape, but it will still be painful. And the thing that he doesn't want is he doesn't want the old lady or the old man to die, even though the old man is probably going to die anyway of old age at some point. He actually ended up dying the night after because of all the stress, and his old heart just couldn't take it. Kind of spoiled that the old man survived, at least this encounter. He died the following morning of heart failure. But the doppelganger was walking by outside of his doorway in the hallway. Simon goes ahead and grabs one of his daggers, and you know how like a ninja holds a kunai to throw? He goes ahead, peeks out of the corner, throws the dagger. It hits straight in the backside of his head. He rolls a critical on the sneak attack, which is ridiculous. That is a lot of damage that's being inflicted here. And managed to outright kill the doppelganger by like 2 or 3 hit points, which was insane. The doppelganger just drops dead, drops his fake form, and reveals himself to be this white faceless like Slender Man thing, but not too tall or anything. And Simon then just uses that to make a mad dash away from there. He dashes out to the outside of the hall, outside of the building here. He can cling onto walls because he has sticky. he basically has a sticky magic item that allows him to crawl on surfaces like a spider. He waits there for a while, and he hears the thugs going berserk. They're like, "Oh god, the boss died. What do we do? Well, there's no point in staying here anymore. The boss has died. We don't want us to get killed. If this guy can kill the boss in one hit, like, we're going to be in some serious trouble." So they go ahead and they run out. Simon comes back in, checks on the old man. He's alive, but still bound and gagged. Ungags him, then makes his way out. Oh man. Comes back the next day. The wife tells him that unfortunately the old halfling passed away. He passed away peacefully in his sleep. But he just couldn't handle it anymore. So yeah, that's that story. Now we need to name another child. Oh boy, what children do we have right now? We have Chiyo, Akihiro, Simon, and Samarkar? Nah, we need to get you a new name. Oh man, by the time it took me to finish Simon's story, we've already had another child, so I'm going to have to tell you yet another story. Alright, let's see, what are we going to call this lady? What's important about you? Do you have anything going for you? No, you have 0 in everything. Alright. Who are you going to be? Maybe... No, I want to save that name. That name... Ironically, that name's special, but that's actually... The character I have in mind is actually my quote-unquote most hated character, even though I don't really hate the characters. Let's see. I can't think of a name right now. So I'll save the name for now, and I'll get back to you guys when I decide on one. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.